Hi, this is Magdalena Gladstone and welcome to Yoga to Thrive. I'm so happy that you're here. I created this platform to share my experience of the tools that have helped me completely, fundamentally shift perspective and empower myself to step into my authenticity. The tools which allow me to tap into a potential previously clouded by self-doubt and reactivity. Tools to bring out vitality and balance at a physical, mental, emotional and spiritual level, so you may gain clarity, so you may release unhelpful learned thoughts and behaviors and experience your life with joy and flow. I find that the most meaningful shifts in my life happened through experience. It is through experience that I have always evolved. And when that experience was combined with pearls of wisdom and intellectual understanding, that's when true, long-lasting change and expansion really took place for me. And so Yoga to Thrive is about evolution. It's about your evolution towards your authentic, fulfilled self, and therefore our collective consciousness evolution. Through elevating Kundalini yoga, meditation and breathwork practices, I aim for you to shift perspective, to raise your energy and to change your frequency. And so working with breath, working with movement, with mantra, with rhythm allows us to create a certain energy and biochemistry of calm in the body, which can greatly benefit the mind. And really, yoga is about the flexibility of the mind, and the flexibility of the body is a byproduct of the flexibility of the mind. When the mind becomes more flexible, we can shift perspective. The moment that we shift perspective is the moment where we welcome change, we welcome growth, we opened a new path both in our body and in our life. So when you find yourself in that place where you're trying to start something new because you desperately need a change in your life, but you just feel overwhelmed, that's when a simple shift in perspective is to look back and reflect on actually how much harder staying where you are, staying in the state of stagnation actually is. And this state of stagnation makes us experience dis-ease on so many levels. That simple shift in perspective is so powerful. The way we look at things truly creates our reality. And with that realization, we can perhaps understand that no one is responsible for how we experience life, but we each have the power to change our perspective, and from that space to begin to create a reality that we long for. In my classes, we use your body to get out of your mind and access clarity. We learn to transform through direct experience. And the more we practice, the more we elevate our frequency and release negativity. Without having to intellectualize things, we will start to release unhelpful thoughts and behavior patterns. We become more aware of how our mind works. We become more aware of what triggers us, more aware of what we lose energy over, and we find ourselves able to choose higher thoughts, to choose higher actions, thoughts and actions which feel expansive in our body. Thoughts and actions which essentially come from a place of love within us as opposed to a place of fear. Thoughts and actions which are actually conscious choices as opposed to reactions of what we have always thought or done. All of that starts to happen naturally when you practice. With the use of kriyas, of breathwork, mantra and rhythm, we balance the energy and balance aspects of our physical and subtle anatomy so we can start to peel off the layers of our conditioning. And what's left underneath is a state of being, a state of knowing who we are, knowing what is our own unique added value and personality in this world. And this then has a positive ripple effect on all aspects of our lives. We start to become more flexible, less shaken by events, and we develop a capacity to not only go with the flow, but also to enjoy it and see the gifts that this has to bring. And from that space, we no longer have to hustle. We take action towards what it is that we want in life, and what we need starts to align. Suddenly, things, opportunities, teachers, lessons, events start to come to us in many shapes and forms, often not what we expected. So, thriving is about an evolutionary definition of success, one that is grounded in a state of connection to the core of who you are, a state that you can then carry with you, tap into in your life as it is, or in your life as you want to create it. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be authentically you and to know how to own it. I want you to prosper and to flourish into the purest, truest version of you, free of self-imposed and learned limitations. I wish to give you the tools that contribute to empowering, energizing, and liberating you so you may live your best life. And that's what thriving means to me. There is no expectation for you to be or to pretend to be a Zen yogi unshaken by life, not to be either at the top of your yogic fashion game and to fit a certain clothing size. There is also no requirement for you to go away and isolate yourself and meditate in a cave, but if that's what you're drawn to, then by all means, do it. If you're watching this, chances are that you are called to work with me, and I am thrilled that we have connected. It is my joy and mission to help you thrive. In this platform, I offer many different formats and services so we can work around you to figure out how best to help you. Sat Nam and Namaste.